Dear presidents and dear government leaders of all countries, dear families, dear communities, dear citizens of this planet Earth, it's a gift to be here with you today. My name is Goiana Ferreira, and on this video I'm going to say a few things about our Department of Treasury and Documentation, our handbook for our International Constitution Royal Blue Book. That's a proposal for all countries to have the same constitution. Dear government leaders from different countries, from North Korea, Kim Jong-un, from Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, from Nicaragua, Daniel Ortega, from Mozambique, Felipe Nyusi, from Mexico, Andrés Manuel López Obrador. From Malaysia, Yang di Pertuan Agong. From Madagascar, Andri Rajoelina. And from Liberia, George Weah. And from all other countries, it's a gift to have your participation, to have your presence, working and doing the best you can for all of us in all countries to have the best constitution ever, a document that will be good for everyone, for all countries the same, and that will be the best and most sustainable and positive constitution for all of us to have a better planet and a better humanity. Thank you so much for your presence. This Department of Treasury and Documentation has many titles, and I'm going to say a few of them to you. So we have rules and guidelines related to Treasury and also to documentation. For Treasury, we have fundraising events, the income, the expenses, receipts, donations received for families that do in group of families or communities doing fundraising events, if they kept 50% because they need, or if they gave 100% of their fundraising activity. And also the organization income from all countries will be sent to one account. And we will have everything on our website, all details as possible, for everyone to see that everything is used with honesty. From other sources, expenses and payments to own staff in different countries, and the receipts for everything. Okay. So, for items related to documentation, we will have the expenses, some expenses for the organization documentary, that is our humanity until 2021. So, if any expenses will be there. The monthly and yearly report for all permanent headquarters assistant teams, monthly reports from all short-time headquarters permanent assistant teams, not permanent, sorry. The short-time, we say, that's the best word we got up to the moment, assistant teams. And also the weekly, monthly, and yearly family reports, going to be at the Peace app, not at our website. And monthly short videos from all educational sites and also from government leaders, the new presidents. Every month, at the end of the month, they are going to have a report. And they also have a smaller report weekly, a very short one. Both of them will be posted online for everyone to see the updates. Instead of watching TV, they are going to their cell phones and have a look on the updates on all topics we will give them. They have to say a few words about all of them. We also have weekly and monthly report from all government leaders. So the presidents, the governors, city mayors and county mayors. We have monthly and yearly reports from all garden department directors, from all educational sites, city offices, public parks, and from residential communities. For the parks, they will be online. All those monthly reports going to be online. For everything else, they can do, I think weekly is not needed, and they will be in paper given to the city office. So they will keep a copy and another copy will be given to the city office. So those are very important. And for all those documents, we're not keeping only for 2 years. We will keep I think, for 10 or 20 years. I think they're really important. So they are going to be online at our website, right? At like YouTube channel that we will have, and also written, properly written in paper. They can have the records book, won't miss a page, and all the pages will be numbered. That's how we will do it. And at the end of each activity, they place the embosser stamp that can also work in books like that. We will also have the 28 weeks report for all countries, from children that will be adopted and also countries that have refugees or slums or shanty homes, nomads. All these details will be written in proper reports with the headquarters assistant teams leading those groups to talk to them and get them ready, transfer them, and give them homes to their own country or at another country, and make sure they are ready, and then they can make their final reports. So everything will be really, really properly documented. Guidance to families and business owners, so we're going to have that too. Provisory version of the International Constitution that will be kept. I thought we can make 4 copies of this provisory version. The one we will be using during these 28 weeks, I think will be plenty. One we can keep here, United States, and 3 more. I think that will be nice. Or maybe we can make 8, right? So we can, I don't know how we will share with 8 different countries, but I think we don't need more than that because we are trying to be sustainable. But let's see what the teachers, the university teachers, will say, and we can make more if needed. But everything will be online, but maybe 8 copies will be plenty. We will also have the registration of all families really properly made and online and also in paper. They will, I know will be a lot of paper, but we need, it's very important for this beginning. The family keep a copy, the city office will keep a copy, and we also have all the information online, including their waivers with proper signature for 2 years. When they sign up, they have to do again, or even more, maybe even 4 years, because it's our beginning. Everything related to documentation and treasury, they are going, all the teachers going to look, check, and we are going to put details on everything. So here's just for you to have an idea of the things we will have at this department. The organization documentary, the title is called Our Humanity Until 2021. So it's a very extensive documentary. It's going to take a few hours, and I'm going to say just a few topics for you to have an idea. So we will talk about the clean water and peace, and How are the situations for all the topics? We're trying to have 5 or 10, the best countries and the worst countries. For us to have an idea, and for future generations also to have an idea how bad it was, how uneven it was, and how people suffer so much for the most basic things, such as water and food. So we will talk about the Department 1, that's Clean Water and Peace. Department 2, that's about families, how they live and where they came from, where people moved to, and things like that. The Department Social Assistance, that's our 28 weeks and things we did. But at the number 3, we're not going to talk about everything. We're going to place the items on different departments. Department 4, government and countries. So how they were, some countries, they have like 4 leaders. I was checking the list. They have 4 different government leaders. That's way too much. And with this new work, we just have 1 president couple. The Department 5 is the Department of Garden and Agroforestry, food production, and the same way how bad it was for some countries, how also bad, like how much people wasted in food for themselves, for animals, and then we are going to talk a little bit about our program for all these departments, what we are doing. The basic plan for the 28 weeks. The number 6, Department of Construction, things that new buildings, sustainable buildings that we'll build and how bad it was for other people. Department 7 is Department of Health. Department 8, Department of Education. So for everything, because there are quite a few pages for each. But we will talk about the worst, we will talk about the best, and say a few words about our plans for the 28 weeks. And then come number 9, the Department of Documentation Treasury and the Department of Technology and Security. So we're going to say everything related to the families, related to the environment, related to government leaders, to communities, to schools, because we have such a variety of things in all the ways. And our objective is to see what's the most positive and sustainable. Not for one person or another, not for me or for you that are listening to this video right now, but for all of us. And also not for this civilization that we have right now, people that are here in our planet right now, but for centuries and millenniums. Something that all of us, we will be secure, we will be have the best, the most sustainable, and be happy with the opportunities we have in life. So this documentary we also include items related to the cultures, different cultures we have, different religions that we have, and why we are going to have one religion and to avoid problems and things like that. This documentary also talk about property lines. So instead of fighting, till here's my country or here is my country, no, we are just going to treat land, because land is for all of us. Clean water and clean lands, sacred water, sacred lands for all of us. All of us. And we are going to do the best in a way that we have to say what was worse. That's the only way, because we have to show future generations how bad it was. So we will do the best we can to do in a respectful way, because this is very important. It's not to be aggressive or to show what is bad from people in a way that's not needed. We are just doing because it's really needed. And for education, for everything else. For all of us to learn also and give value to this new constitution that we are creating. For all of us to honor, to respect, because that's really needed. Many people were suffering, and really a lot. We have spiritual leaders that came and taught many good things, but even that, people were still doing bad things in one way or another. So we have to talk about those things. Even for money, religious people asking for money for themselves and building their own homes, their own, or saying that people can buy a place in the sky, so in heavens, right? So things like that were very sad. Or people in refugee camps, people without clean water. So people without homes, right? So many bad things we have along history. So now we are going to do really, really the best. And to show those situations and do the best for us to have the most positive and sustainable constitution book. Everyone will be doing their weekly and monthly reports, and all the monthly reports from everybody will be done in paper as well. We're also going to say a few words about the organization launching day. That will be really beautiful and really special. So we are gathering in the morning and have an alignments by the water, and families and friends will encounter and play at the waters, and those that can rent or have their own still can have a boat parade. So it'll be really beautiful, and wave their white flags. And all the other flags will be put down the best as possible already on this day, with love and honor for this new flag that we are having for all of us, for us to build a new humanity with peace and love. And those are the two flags that we're going to carry with us along history. And renew. Our flags will be made in organic cotton without any synthetic pesticides, herbicides, non-GMO, none of that are needed. And it will be just white flags, and we will wash them, take care of them, right? Press them nicely if needed. So for us to care. And a few days after the organization launching day, we will launch this very special documentary. This documentary will be placed at all educational sites. Children from elementary schools will have only a good version for them. And children for elementary and middle school will have a specific version for them, because some things will be too bad for them to watch the whole entire thing. And for teens, high school and adults, they will have the whole version, including everything that was bad as well, because we don't want to expose our young children for no reason, right? They will learn one day later. When they become 15 years old or as an adult, they will watch the whole version because it's important for them to have an idea. And that includes everyone. People giving value to money, people giving value to logos and forgetting families, and so many people living alone. There's a lot there. And children holding rifles and human traffic and a lot more. So at the end, we will focus on all these positive things. The two conferences I think we can talk about and have at the end of the documentary a few images, a few things about these two conferences that will be very special for us, and some words about the 28 weeks. And at the end of the 28 weeks, soon after, we have time to edit everything. Going to take quite some time. We are going to do the best we can for along those weeks, already be editing the best as possible, but will be another very extensive documentary and show so many good things that all of us united were able to do. Gonna be really beautiful, and we are going to show pictures and short videos of before and after, how was in different places, different locations, but also for families, and how much we were able to do, including the family transfer, including the tree planting. Gonna be really beautiful, really, really special. This other documentary as well. At the organization launching day, every family and every business owners will sign a permanent contract, and every year they will re-register again. So when families and business owners will sign this document, we'll have all the details needed. They will be done in paper and also online for us to have proper records as for everything else. On the registration, we're going to have many, many details from people, past activities, education, where they lived, because it's important for us to have proper records of everyone. So all the places they live and for how long, where they worked, and things like that. And also for present moments where they will be working now, where they will be studying, which class, and everything will be online, all the records. So how good they were with tests, because some schools were really good and some schools gave almost nothing, and some schools gave too much for our students of all ages, so even university. But mostly for schools, elementary, middle, and high schools, it's amazing how much people, district education department, let schools push our children in academic ways. That was way too much. That's really not needed, and so much that was not even related to their life needs. So we will be focusing on children also to be able to have fun, for them to be able to have what's most important, that learn about food, learn about the sun, vitamin D, learn about clean waters, learn about the relation we can have with nature, to be more grounded, more calm, instead of running like crazy every day, work so much for money and have no time to study, no time for family. So it will be really, really special. We will also have short videos, tutorial videos for everything, and health videos for the doctors to indicate what they think is the best for that person. They will share, look, you're gonna watch this, and that video. You're going to do this exercise. Of every video, you're gonna have a number and a title for the person to make sure they know they're in the right place. And for educational sites, the same way. So mostly for middle and high school, they also will have videos to explain something that they do not know yet, and if they're a little behind. And also for teachers to show to the whole class, in a proper age group when it's needed, for quite a few things. But our focus, we will have those videos in case it's needed, they're there. But our focus will be to learn the most as possible with games, with some fun time outside. Clapping, throwing little sand, little bags, and things like that, because outside's amazing. How many benefits we can have just for being outside and inhaling good microbes, taking sun, and having contact with nature instead of being inside. So it's really amazing. We are even going to teach them, so the children, teens will give value to being outside. University students, the same way, will be outside every day, some hours outside. Some places are too cold on winter, of course, then they can stay more hours inside and go just a little bit outside, of course. And some countries are too hot, they need some trees to have some shade, otherwise everyone gonna be really hot. So, but we really have games. So if you're a teacher, already start thinking every tiny detail of, not details, but every subject that you have to teach, already start thinking what would be the best games we can do outside. What will be the best activities for them to memorize awesome, needed subjects. We will also have registration of the 4 weeks of family cleanup and community garden planting, because we will do a lot during these 4 weeks. They will be really good and important. So we are going to have proper registration, take some pictures, so the families can take a few pictures. The department directors can take some pictures on collection days when the trucks will be passing and picking up things. The closed trucks. We are not having open trucks, so we won't have anything flying around, okay, or if rain comes or anything. So we will have proper closed trucks picking up things on proper days, and everything will be properly reported by the garden department directors. For every country, we'll have like the property garden department directors. We'll have some at the city office, at the parks, and all those locations. And then we have one team for the whole county that will be supervising, check, and then one team for the whole state. We'll be checking online, make sure everything is good. They'll go into the meetings close to where they are located, the couple is located, where they live. They can check their county and visit sometimes the public places or even meetings that in public place. They're not going to residential communities, but everything that's public, they will come and join. Some monthly meetings. Monthly meetings will be in 2 different days, so those people can join themselves and also check others, how they're doing, and check their records book. The 2 different days for monthly meetings can be on the 28th and on the 1st. I think those 2 days are the best. Or on the last Saturday of the month and the first Saturday of the following month for them to be checked by those department directors who will be having their presence there. Everyone that were studying their transcript, their grades will be counted. And they have to do their proper tests to see how able they are in all the important academics that we will value, not what other schools, previous schools were giving value to. And will be based, as I said, on life needs. And those that do not achieve what is needed, they will have time to catch up and study more. We will do the best we can for during these 28 weeks to put every student into their proper grade according to their age. In all countries the same until they are 19 years old. Because many schools nowadays, many countries, the students finish their high school at about 17 years old. So for every high school student, they will have 2 more years for them to be more prepared, because we don't want those students to go too early to university. There's not need for them for that. So they will study 2 years, have a lot of agriculture classes, community gardens, learn about life. We have to make sure they are feeling secure and have also fun time at school and not just jump into university for no need. And dual enrollment will be forbidden, like have high school and already attend university. All this will be forbidden. All the schools will be really affordable for everyone, and that's what we are working to have. So for children of all ages, they will have some tests right at the beginning when they start classes, and then again at the end of the 28 weeks for us to have an idea how they are. And then again at the end of the year, November or so, for us to have an idea, because the north hemisphere will be in the middle of the school year and the south hemisphere will be at the end of their school year. But for us to have an idea how everyone is doing. And for one or another that needs some more time, they will be given some more time, because for many people it will be really a lot. They have to learn English. Some people never studied before. Even for adults. Some adults don't even know how to read and write. So it will be really a lot. So for people that were not reading, writing, or never used computer before, we have many people in that situation. Many, millions even, that never had a computer. Just start with the indigenous people, we have a lot of people. So the main thing is for us to be embracing everyone with kindness, with attention, and have everything properly documented. The other documents that every family needs are the ones from their doctor and from their dentist. It's called clear document form, right? Health form. So for the patients that pass on everything, they will have this clear form. For dentists as well. And for those that need special attention, like more care, because we can't, like tooth, to implement tooth in someone's mouth, some people have no tooth, we're going to take some time. But all the documents will be properly signed by the doctor, by the clinic secretary, and have their stamp for those that do not have embosser stamp yet, if they happen quick, and soon everyone will have proper embosser stamp. And every year they have to go back for health exams, and every 6 months they have to go for dental checkups to make sure everyone will be healthy, take sun, will have strong teeth. That will be really great. But for all these documents, one copy will be given to the city office and one copy will be given for the family. For 4 years, I think it's a good amount. We don't need more than that. After that, we can do things online. And new couples, of course, they have to start all their own documents as well. So this is just for you to have an idea. I really appreciate your attention. Thank you so much for joining us, and I see you soon.